I'm glad you guys are here and that we can spend this time together. So we have a big group again today. So one of the things that I wanted you to try, if this is your first time on the virtual class, if you tap your screen, there's actually options that are going to come up. If you look at the top of the screen, once you've tapped on it, there's an option to mute your audio and there's an option to mute your video. So I leave that up to you. You can have the video on or off, but for the time being, if you could turn the audio off, just because when there's a noise somewhere, that screen tends to pop up, and then we have the spotlight on that person. So just make sure your audio is muted for the next while, and then we can reopen the audio at the end of class. So there's something going on my end where now I see the names of everyone, but normally I'm able to see everybody. Today I can't do that. So it'll be just you following along with me. So I'm glad you guys are here. I know we're Good Friday, so I want to wish you a Good Friday, everyone. And thought it was very fitting that we had a class on Good Friday. If we think, and I know I don't want to get into religion or anything like that, but if we think of the meaning of Good Friday, is everything is chaotic, the world was not being saved, and all of a sudden Good Friday was the promise of a better world. So if we think of what's going on right now, I just take that as there is a lot of chaos going on right now, and it just kind of makes me a little bit more grounded, a little bit more calm to think that, well, it's not going to be forever and there will be something better coming out of all of this. So I thought we'd do a very calming, grounding practice today. So we'll start in a nice, comfortable seated pose, hands on the knees, palms up, and just closing our eyes. Start tuning into your breathing. Let's consciously set an intention for our class together today. And for me, my intention is to try and be a little more present. One of the things that I've noticed this week is that it's become very real that we are, confined to our homes. Parks are being shut down. There's barricades. You can't get in the parks. You can walk on the streets, but you can't go to the lake. You can't go to the store. Even the stores that were essentials, now it's really hard to get in. And I'm not suggesting that I wanted to go all the time, but when there was enough stores still open, in my mind, it wasn't so bad yet. But now it's really starting to get to me. So I definitely yesterday and today made the commitment to be more present and just stay with that feeling of feeling antsy and just not wanting to, sit around and why do I have to be in my home and have to just do these things here when I want to be doing something else. So just as we go through the practice today, maybe just every moment, just staying with what's going on at that moment. So we'll take a deep breath and just looking up. And as we exhale, tuck the chin in. Inhale, look up. You can let the jaw go a little bit relaxed when you look up so you don't strain the neck. And exhale, tuck the chin in. One more time. Inhale, look up. Exhale, chin in. And head back to a neutral pose. Take another deep breath and look to the left, trying to align your chin with your shoulder. Exhale, back to center. Inhale to the right. Exhale, back to center. And again, just follow the breath. Lengthen your breath. Count to 5 if you can. And 5 as you exhale. One more time to the right. And back to center. And then just drop the chin to the chest. And as we inhale, we'll roll the head all the way to the left, all the way back. Exhale all the way to the right, all the way down. Inhale all the way to the left and back. Exhale all the way to the right and down. One more time. And as your head comes back down again, next inhale, we start rolling to the right, all the way back, and to the left, all the way down. And again, inhale, back, and exhale, down. One last time. And bring the head back up. Now, deep breath, we roll the shoulders up, back, and down. And again. One more time. And opposite direction. Inhale up, back, and down. One last time. Release and shake. Let's just extend our legs. Shake, shake, shake. We're going to come up to table. Do a couple of cat-cow. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Inhale, arch the back and look up. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch and look up. Exhale, round. And with the last one, really exaggerate this movement. So we arch, we take our time, shoulders down, we try and touch the ceiling with our head, with our tailbone. And exhale, round, round, round. Chin to chest, tuck the tailbone under. And back to a neutral pose. Let's bring the big toes together. Separate the heels. We'll sit back in child's pose. And really stretching your spine in child's pose. Try and reach a little bit farther. And then just try and sit a little bit deeper in the heels. And inhale. Come back up to table. We're going to curl the toes under. And on the exhale, up to downward facing dog. And take a moment in downward dog. Just feel your heels getting a little bit closer to the floor. And on the next inhale, we're going to go up on the tiptoes. And exhale. Right heel comes down, bend your left knee. And stay with the sensation of that stretch in the back of your right leg. Inhale up on the tiptoes. And exhale, left heel down, bend the right knee. Notice your breathing. See if you can breathe a little bit smoother, a little bit deeper. Inhale back up on the tiptoes. Both heels come down. Inhale, come down to plank. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, shoulders up, back and down. We roll up to a baby cobra. And exhale, come back down. Inhale up, baby cobra. Exhale, come back down. We'll do this one more time. As we come up to baby cobra, make sure your shoulders are staying down, elbows staying close to your rib cage. And exhale, come back down. We inhale up, cobra, and exhale, child's pose. Just take a moment, child's pose, shake your wrists, roll the wrists. And then inhale back up to table. Exhale, downward dog. And inhale, take the right leg up to the sky. And try and keep the left heel down, close to the floor. We're pushing our body weight back, shoulders are down, neck is long. We're framing our head with our arms. One more breath. Deep inhale, lengthen, and exhale. Take the right foot between your hands. Keep the left foot on the ball of the foot, and slowly we're making our way up to a crescent lunge. And with crescent lunge, we're trying to get our left leg to be as straight as we can. For alignment, your right knee will stay over your ankle. Take a deep breath, lengthen, and then exhale, reach forward. And then reach all the way back. As far back as you can. Feel those triceps working hard to bring the arms up. Next inhale, we windmill the arms down. And then come back up to crescent lunge. 2 more times. Exhale. Inhale, come back up. Exhale one more time. Inhale, come back up. Now bring your left heel down into warrior 1. And exhale right away to warrior 2. And we're going to hold warrior 2, left foot pressing down into the floor, right knee over your ankle. We lengthen the spine, tuck the tailbone under just a little bit. Squeeze the shoulders together, open up. And then just try and align your chin with your shoulders. We're looking at the middle finger of our right hand. Let's see if we can go a little bit deeper. Inhale back to warrior 1. And exhale, hands come down. Turn the left foot forward and exhale, downward dog. Inhale, plank. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Take a moment in child's pose. Notice how you're feeling now. And inhale, come back up to table. Exhale, downward dog. And really settling in your downward dog. Heels come down. We bend the knees, micro bend the knees. Feel your hips lifting up to the sky. Spine is long, shoulders feel a mild compression. And inhale, left leg goes up to the sky. get the right heel down. Spine is long, neck is relaxed. And deep inhale. Leg lifts up a little bit more. Exhale, left foot between your hands. Keeping the right foot on the ball of the foot, we inhale, come up to crescent lunge. So again, just feeling your right heel reaching back. You're stretching that right leg. Leg is strong. Your left knee feels like it's pushing forward. It's trying to reach an imaginary wall right in front of you. We take a deep breath, lengthen, and exhale, reach forward. And then back. Inhale, come back up. Very slowly. The slower we can go, the more we're controlling muscles, the more we're working our core. Deep breath, and exhale, reach, reach, reach forward. All the way back. Inhale, come back up. One more time. Deep breath and exhale. Reach forward. Inhale, come back up. Now right heel comes down into a warrior one. Exhale to warrior two. And as you get to your warrior two, just see if we can turn the body just a little bit more to the side. Just really feeling this in our left leg, inner thigh. Left knee stays over the ankle. We're pushing down with the right foot into the floor. Deep breath and exhale just a little bit deeper. Really feeling connected, feeling grounded. How's your body feeling through this pose? Inhale, back to warrior one. And exhale, hands come down. Turn the right foot forward. Deep breath and exhale, downward dog. Inhale, plank. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, child's pose. And we can rock a little bit side to side. Just notice if we picked up some tension somewhere. We inhale back up to table. And walk your hands a little bit in front of your shoulders. And then slide your right knee behind your right hand. We're going to go to a pigeon pose here. So as we do pigeon, we absolutely do not want any pain or discomfort around the knee. So we'll do a pigeon for those of you who are comfortable doing pigeon. If you're not comfortable doing pigeon, then I'll show you after how to get into recline pigeon. So please, the moment you start feeling something around the knee, just stop the pose. So right knee behind your right hand. With the left hand, we grab our right foot, just pull it in a little bit. We curl the toes under, left foot, lift the left knee off the ground, and then just walk that left leg back as far as it will go. And then deep breath, we push against the floor, lengthen, look up. If you have a block, you can actually take the block and put it under your right hip, just to support it if you start feeling like this pose may be a little bit too intense. And if it's comfortable, you lengthen the spine a little bit more. And on the exhale, just drape over your right leg. Bring the forearms down to the floor. And make sure you're relaxed. Make sure the shoulders haven't started to lift up towards the ears. Shoulders are down. And then slightly moving your right hip back, left hip forward. toes. If you're a little bit daring, you want to go a little bit more, you can extend your arms down on the floor, bring the forehead to the ground. Or alternatively, we can come back up here and then just bending the left knee with your right hand, grab your left foot and pull it in. And just close your eyes and see if you're holding on anywhere here in this pose. And sometimes it's not necessarily where we feel it first that we're holding on, but it could be your left leg that's a little too tight on the floor. Just see if you can let that relax. We'll be here for 2 more breaths. And release. We're going to make our way back up. Curl the toes under, lift your left knee off the ground, and then walk the left leg forward. A couple of times. So there's no pressure at all on your left knee here. Keep the toes curled under, knee off the ground. We take a deep breath and exhale to downward dog and pedal the legs. And back down to plank, knees down to table. Make sure your hands are in front of your shoulders and then slide the left knee behind your left hand. With the right hand, grab the left foot, pull it in. And then we curl the toes under, right foot, right knee off the ground. We start walking that right leg back. Deep breath, we lengthen, and we do the same thing on this side. Now if you're finding that your knees are a little bit sore or tender, they don't really like a full pigeon, we go to recline pigeon. So we're going to lie down on our back. Knees bent. And then you can start with the right leg first. So we cross right leg over left. Inhale, left leg comes off the ground. And take your right arm, thread it through your legs. And we clasp the hands behind the left thigh. And then just pulling the left thigh in. And we can stay here for 5 breaths and then switch sides. Now for those of you who are still in full pigeon, you can try different variations here. You can take a deep breath and bring the forearms down. You can extend your arms and put the forehead down to the ground. And then just to play with it slightly, we can also just draw the left hip back just a little bit, right hip forward. Slowly make your way back up. Curl the toes under right foot. Right knee off the ground. We rock forward. And then keep the toes curled under, right knee off the ground. Deep breath. Exhale, downward dog. Pedal the legs. Inhale, plank. And exhale, child's pose. And when you're ready, we're going to make our way back to a seated pose. Legs extended in front. And we internally rotate our legs. Then cross your right foot over your left knee with the left hand, pulling that right knee to the chest. Take a deep breath, keep the spine long and tall. Lengthen right arm up to the sky, and then bring your right hand behind you, fingers pointing away. Another deep breath, lengthen. And as you exhale, twist, keeping the right knee coming towards the chest. And if you're finding you have the flexibility, you can bring your elbow and cradle your right knee in your left elbow. The main focus here is to keep that right knee close to the chest. And release. Come back to neutral pose. We'll do the other side. So cross left foot over right knee with the right hand, pull the knee to chest. So make sure both sitting bones are down on the ground. You're lengthening up, neck is long. And then inhale, lengthen, left arm to the sky. And exhale, left hand behind you, fingers pointing away. We'll take another deep breath, lengthen, and exhale, twist. And again, right elbow can go wrap around the left knee, deepening the twist. And inhale, come back to center. Relax your legs, shake them a little bit. You can have a sip of water if you didn't have any water through the class. And we'll finish today, nice cross-legged position, or nice sitting position if cross-legged doesn't feel comfortable, whatever pose is comfortable for you. Hands on the knees, palms facing up. Close your eyes, tune into your breathing. And if you can remember how your breathing was at the beginning of class today, and how it is now. See if you notice a difference. Maybe whatever your intention was for the class, and see if you kept with that intention. Feel a little bit calmer, a little bit more grounded. And we can bring the hands to the heart, slightly bowing the head to the fingers. Anchoring this sense of calm into our being. And offer and send the universe this intention of keeping that calm and presence with you throughout the day. I hope everyone has a good Friday, and if you do celebrate Easter, I wish you happy Easter. Thank you so much for practicing with me with today. Namaste. All right, thanks everyone. So if you want to stay on and you want to chat a little bit, you can tap your screen, just unmute your lines, and I'll be happy to stay on for a couple of minutes and see if you have any questions. Thank you.